Hello guys. How are we getting on? How is everyone? Well, it's been interesting tonight, listening to so much of what's actually happening in the world of football right now. I can honestly say everything that's gone on and all the pundits what they spoke about, different managers that have came out and spoke about it, I can honestly say it won't go through. There's certain main reasons why I know why it won't go through. Okay, so let me explain. For everybody who's joining up right now, thank you. But let me just explain the reasons why I strongly believe it will not go through. All this will not go through. Hi, Luke. Before we begin, just make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, guys. We are 10 subscribers away from 2,000 subs. 10 subscribers away from the big 2,000, by the way, guys. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Anyway, so let me explain a few things. Now, I've been watching all the debate about it all, about this so-called Super League that apparently is supposed to be occurring. I can honestly say, hand on heart, it will not go through. It won't go. And I'll tell you why. Okay, I will tell you why it won't go through. For these reasons. The players at those so-called clubs who have said they are willing to go into that certain competition, the players in those clubs will not want to play. And the reasons for being, one, they won't be able to play for their national country. Two, they won't be able to win anything because they won't be able to play in the domestic leagues. They won't be able to play in the Premier League, they won't be able to play in the Champions League, they won't be able to play in the FA Cup, they won't be able to play in the League Cup, they won't be able to play in the FA Cup. So that'll be, all those things will be taken away from them. Now, when you're growing up as a player, right, you're playing in the field with your friends, and you're imagining being a certain player that you follow, that you look up to, and you want to, and you imagine you're playing for England, for your country, for wherever you're from, and you imagine you are one of those players playing for your country. For that image, from growing up through to a professional player, being told that you can't go into and play for your national team if you play for one of these teams that are, supposedly be in this Super Cup. It won't happen. The players will walk away. They will leave the club. So if the players leave the club, they've got no players to put into that league, into that Super Cup, into those games. They won't be able to. They won't be able to put a team in. So I know for a fact, hand on heart, this will not happen. It won't happen. For a young kid who's going through those times, praying to be a professional footballer, dreaming about playing for your country, and then when you sign for a club, and for one of those clubs that are going into that certain Super Cup, whatever it bloody is, and to be told that while you are playing for this club, you will not be able to play for your country, FA Cups, League Cups, Champions League, FA Cups, it's like taking someone's boots away from professional football. It's like your boots, you can't play. I can honestly say it won't happen. It will not happen. It won't happen. So, like I say, you've got the likes of, I think, got a Solskjaer at United. That's a great point, though, Jack. You've got Klopp, who's won the Premier League and the Champions League. Yeah, he's not going to win anything this season, but that's because of all the injuries that they've had. But despite that, you've got Pep Guardiola, who's basically won FA Cups, Premier Leagues. You've got the likes of Chelsea, who just got themselves into the FA Cup. I think it's FA Cup. No, Champions League semi-final. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Tottenham, I don't know why they've been brought into it, because they're fucking crap anyway. Chelsea haven't won anything really, not particularly at all for ages. So they're not particularly like the top end of the Premiership. So I can't believe what they've chucked in it for. But like I say, the only reason why this is happening, why those clubs are agreeing, is because basically because you're not going to get relegated, you are guaranteed 300 million. You are guaranteed a paycheck of 300 million for each team, for each club, 300 million. So that's why they are thinking, yeah, let's go and get 300 million. That's all it's down to. Nothing to do with anything else apart from that 300 million that each club will actually receive from being in that, I won't say a competition. It's just like it's not anything, is it really? You can't get relegated. It's just, you're playing the same teams 10 times. I mean, fuck me, that'd be boring as fuck. Who we got this time, lads? Who we got? Real Madrid? Oh, I thought we played them last week. We did? Oh, right, how come we playing again? Just no other teams are available, so, we got to play Real Madrid. Right, well, we've played them another 8 times, it's fine. Fuck me, I'll be fucking bored shitless. I still get beaten 12-0 every week. So, honestly, guys, I'm serious. On a serious note, it won't happen. There's too much to lose for players, managers, and clubs. That it won't happen. I can honestly say it won't happen. Just think about it logically. Just think about it logically. Would a player or players want to play for a club knowing full well you're not allowed to go to the World Cup or the Euros, represent your country? Those players will leave. They'll fuck off. They won't care about the contracts. They'll piss off. Nobody will want to play for those clubs. Because knowing full well that they're not allowed to play for the country, they won't play. Oh yeah, most definitely they will play, but it'll brush out eventually. It'll brush out eventually. But yeah, I mean, the only reason why these certain clubs are getting stick right now is because their names have been mentioned into going into this competition or whatever it is, partnership. That's the only reason why they'll get stick. But after a certain period of time, it'll all fade out, and then something else will happen, and so it'll be one of those things that'll just be faded out, and everybody it'll be back in people's minds, but people will be looking forward to the next season and the season after that, and so forth. So I honestly, hand on heart, I would not worry about it at all. I would not worry, or stress about it. It is just pure nonsense. It won't happen. Won't happen at all. I don't think it's down to the 14 clubs to say whether they want United, City, Tottenham, or Arsenal, Chelsea, so forth, whoever else is involved in it, to stay, because they will want those teams to stay, because they're the forefront of the Premier League. So of course they want those teams to those clubs to stay in there because of that particular reason. It makes it more exciting when you see Man United versus Man City, a derby, or like Man City versus Leeds, or Man City versus Norwich City, who are basically who've got promotion already again. It's exciting for so many different parties. So I can say that those clubs will definitely say, yeah, we want them in our Premier League. So they won't walk away from that. But what they will say, they don't want them to leave. The rest of the 14 clubs won't go anywhere. They will fight against it. But they will want those other teams, clubs, to stay in the Premier League. So that's the whole point of it. The whole point of it is because you get relegated, because you don't qualify for the Champions League every single time. That's the reason why they're doing it, just so they can get their money back of what they've lost. That's all it's down to. It's nothing to do with anything else. It's all down to £300 million pounds each. That's all it's down to. It's nothing down to anything else. But I can honestly say it won't happen. It won't happen. Not a chance. Not a chance. No way will it happen. It won't happen. Honestly, it won't. So I won't worry about it too much. It's it'll all get sorted in the end. Everything will blow over, and everybody will carry on watching the Premier League. And so honestly, I would not worry about it at all. It's not worth worrying or anything at all. It's not worth stressing. It really isn't worth stressing over it. Because it won't happen. It just won't happen. It really won't happen. Just think about it logically. Just think about it logically. If you was a professional player at one of those clubs and it actually went through, are you actually going to be one of those players to stay there, knowing full well you are unable and not allowed to play for your country at all, ever again? Think about it. while you're playing for those teams, while you're playing for those teams, honestly, it won't happen. It will not happen. Ever. So honestly, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I've got no concerns about it because I know it won't go through. So, and a lot of you have been worrying about it. Fair enough, yes, I totally understand why you're worrying about it, but seriously, it won't happen. It will not happen at all. I can put my hand on my heart and say that. I can honestly say that it won't happen. Because there's no logic for it to happen in the first place. There's no logic at all. So I know for a fact it will not happen. It won't happen. Right, let's see if we can do this, because I'm trying to do this, but how the hell? I ain't got a lot of players, to be fair. I've got to try and get something sorted. Spanish. Well, actually, no, just Spanish. Two. What Spanish was it? Actually, if I do that, and then, oh, okay. That might work. No, it won't. Don't worry about it. I can't say it. No, it won't happen. It won't happen anyway. It really won't happen. It's just, it won't. It just won't happen. Honestly, I am not worried about it one bit. I am not worried about it. I know it sounds a bit lackadaisy, but honestly, I've got no concerns over it because if you think about it logically, there's nothing in there to say to me that there's any kind of logic for it to happen. There isn't. There's no logic for it to happen, and no player is going to is going to stay at a club knowing full well that they're not allowed to play for their national team. It won't happen. Will not happen at all. Any stretch of imagination, it will not happen. So I generally wouldn't worry about it at all. I generally would not worry about it. Genuinely just not worth the stress. Can't believe I put all that in just for a Premier League pack. I'll complete it anyway. It won't happen, Jack. It won't happen. The whole thing's just a complete farce because there's just no logic behind it. There'll be no players playing in those teams knowing full well that they can't play for the national team. Won't happen. Right, let's see what we get out of this crap, shall we? Not particularly, no. I'm not like excited for it. I'm not that bloody player again. I think I must have had this Martino God knows how many times. What a goddamn piss take. I keep getting the same players. Same players. All the time. Constant. We're off. Fuck off, then. I just put half of them players in. If you was a professional player and you was playing for one of those clubs and you was told you were not allowed to play for your national team, you're not allowed to go to the World Cup or Euros or, to represent your country, you wouldn't play. You wouldn't play for those clubs. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Honestly, I'm not worried. Not at all. Not worried at all. No stretch of imagination am I worried in the slightest. Because at the end of the day, after all this is, done and dusted, it will be blown over and something else will come in place of it. So there's no actual logic in a way where it's going to actually go, where somebody's going to turn around and say, yeah, this is a great idea. Because nobody's going to agree to it. No one on this earth is going to agree, and say, yeah, let's go for it. No one's going to say anything like that. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. There's too much, at stake for each club and every player who's playing for those clubs. There's too much at stake. So I think the only reason why they're saying this, why they've done it now, is because basically they want more revenue because of the amount of times they have not qualified for the Champions League. They've gone, they've lost in like Europa League, and because the pandemic situation where they've lost revenue through fans. So they're trying to, they're dangling a maggot in a way. They're dangling a big worm, in front of the UEFA, who's in charge of, the whole football demeanour. And basically all they're doing is trying to get a bit more money, revenue for the clubs. That's the only reason why they're doing it now, again, because of this situation. Because now all of a sudden fans are slightly, allowed to come back in, but they're not getting full amount of people into the stadiums because of, it's still, the pandemic's still here. So that's the reason why they're doing it. They're dangling a big worm in front of the UEFA, and they're just pulling a few strings just to try and get a bit more money. That's all it is. Well, you will definitely support your club because your club's been there ever since you've been born. So ever since you started watching football and supporting football, for supporting your team, whoever it may be, you ain't going to walk away from that at all. And it's a bit like, let's put it into a bit of perspective. It's a bit like FIFA, right? We hate the fucking game. Like, we hate FIFA. We hate what it stands for. We hate what they've done to our game. But we still buy the fucking game. We still play it, knowing full well what they've done to our game. So the similarities are still the same. So whichever club it is you follow, whatever the club has done or kind of agreed to, you're still going to support the club because the club's still going to be there. And it's the same with FIFA, right? FIFA is a pile of shit. EA is a pile of shit. They don't They don't treat us with respect. They don't listen to what we want. They don't listen to what what we want out of the game. But we still buy it and we still play it. So that's where you got to think of, that's where you got the logic, the logical way of thinking is got to be taken place, because the whole decision of what they're trying, what they have said, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. There's no logic in what they're in this Super League thing. There's no logic to it at all, because it's taken away someone's dream of playing for the country, and nobody's going to stand there and take that. So it ain't going to happen. The managers will leave. The players at the clubs will leave. They'll have nobody to take into the competition or into the Super League. They'll have no players. So without any players, how are they going to play the game? So that's what you got to think of, a bit of logic. Oh, they don't give a shit. No, of course they don't. Well, it's obvious. That is obvious. Yeah, I know it's JP Morgan. I know it's him, but the fact is, it's not going to happen. It will not happen. It won't happen. It doesn't matter how much breath we take out of ourselves to discuss this. It won't happen anyway. There's just nothing there to say anything good about it. Nothing at all. Nothing at all will happen. So, you must have took how many fucking... What's a twat? Oh, of course they'll pull out, but it won't go through. It will not go through. It won't go through. It won't go through. Honestly, it won't go through. It will not go through. So... You can't put in. Oh, I'll do. Get rid of that. So yeah, it won't go through. I won't worry about it too much, guys. Honestly, it won't happen. There's too much at stake. There's too much to lose. So I won't worry about it. I certainly ain't going to lose any sleep over it. It won't happen, Elite. It won't happen. There's no logic behind it. It won't happen. Honestly, just believe what I'm telling you. It won't happen. You know, you're going to have no supporters going to watch the games. You're going to have no players playing for the clubs. You'll have no managers who will want to support the idea. So just think about it. Who'd want to go and play for somebody where you know you're not allowed to play in the domestic leagues and play for your country? Chuck, honestly, you know, it's good to see you in the stream, by the way. But honestly, I would not worry your little head because it won't go through. It will not go through. Won't go through at all. Not by any stretch. It will not go through. So we're just having a little knockabout here. We're just having a bit of a practice. See how my full icon team plays. See what it feels like, what it feels different.
Hopefully, we won't be disappointed.
You're nervous. I ain't nervous. Honestly, I'm.
Let's have a look
I ain't nervous. I ain't nervous at all because I know it won't happen. So there's no point worrying over something that's not going to happen. Seriously, it won't happen.
Mbappe. Now doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Is this the moment?
Oh, he stones it.
Well, his reflex is there, absolutely spot on. That's why they work so hard in training goalkeepers to pull saves off like that.
Honestly, just don't. I wouldn't even take it. Just don't even worry about it. I'm not.
Carlos Alberto. Right. On to Keane. Bergkamp. Now with right. Really getting stuck in. A chance maybe from the wide position.
Do you know what? Certain parts of the day in the evening, I got to say that the connection's better than other times. It might be purely because of what different time scale of people from different countries play it. You know. Oh, fuck off. What player over in? The fucking ball's got over there. Yeah. It won't, it's not an end of the year because it won't go through. It won't go through.
He's thrown it straight to the opposition.
Just trust me what I'm saying, it won't go through.
N'Golo Kante. Verratti now.
There's too much at stake. It won't go through. I'm telling you now, it won't go through. It will not go through.
1-0 here.
You need 24. You need 24 clubs to go into it. You need 24 clubs to make a league.
And now Henry. You can sense the threat is there. Interception to snuff out the danger. Marquinhos. Conte now. Mbappe. Here's Marquinhos. Kimpembe. Kurzawa. It's with Dybala. Florenzi. Verratti.
wait there a minute.
Kurosawa. Sterling has it. Marquinhos. It's with Florenzi. Roy Keane. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. The visitors are struggling with possession, really. But when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for
I'm telling you, it won't go through.
It's really working.
Just think about it logically.
Henry. Right. Now with Henry. Bergkamp. And not cleared away properly. And they could face difficulties here. Gattuso. On to Owen. Keane. This could level it.
Get it in, there you go.
Equaliser. And who's to say what's going to happen next? Well, here's the replay. It's a very neat piece of deception to get past the defender. And then through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely.
Obviously, it won't happen.
It's a really lovely finish.
Well, it won't happen at all. I'm not stressing over it because there's no point, because it won't happen.
Verratti now.
That's how confident I am.
It's Kimpembe now. Conte has it. Florenzi. It's with Dybala. Florenzi on the ball. Verratti now. Mbappe. Florenzi. Well, that is annoying for any manager to see your own player giving the ball away from a throw-in. Oh, he's through here! Oh, it was a crucial challenge. The referee has decided there will be, on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there?
I don't care whether there's a billionaires or trillionaires. It won't happen. It will not happen.
Marquinhos. And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. You've certainly got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Lee. Well, it
won't happen. I'm telling you, it won't happen. It will not happen. Oh, it won't happen though, that's the thing. I'm not in disbelief, but I just know it won't happen.
The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Carlos Alberto. Cole. A room to roam on the wing. The cross is on. Must take the lead here. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Well, it took a touch on the way through. So a corner here.
Well, of course, Of course we will. Of course we will.
Elects to go short.
Because it wouldn't have gone through anyway. It wouldn't have gone through that stage.
Right.
Now, if you look at it on the other side of the coin, if it does happen, then of course we won't do it Premier, but it won't happen. So that there is just
might be a chance here. Possession lost.
It won't happen anyway.
Concentration to the maximum, and he did. Well, a chance here perhaps to invigorate.
Honestly, it won't happen.
Over it comes. Henri! And still an opportunity. That's excellent defending following the cross. It's a short corner. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Now can they counter clinically? Benzema seducing with his passing. Oh, good defending to stop a decent looking attack. Well, the host dominated possession. It really has been impressive. I'm really impressed with how they've created from midfield. Their forwards have been really good as well. Creating chances around that box. Can they put one away?
It won't happen. No, the owners have. The club hasn't.
Over the touchline for a throw-in.
It won't happen.
In possession to give them the lead, maybe. Terrific block there.
Are you the type of person that believes everything you fucking read in the papers?
Can they take advantage of the situation? What's an important piece of defending? Disappointing pass. Well, not very clever defending. Real chance. Defending of the highest class to stop him. Florenzi. Verratti now. Kimpembe. Now Kurzawa. Conte. Verratti. It's with Dybala. And an astute piece of defending. So 20 minutes to go.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Ball one.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. You got to listen to the full facts. You got to listen to the common sense behind it.
Sterling.
This will not go through. It won't happen.
And a no-nonsense clearance. Mbappe. Verratti. Benzema. To take the lead. Keeper getting the touch. And problem solved for now. On to goal. Interception.
I feel like I'm playing bleeding foot champs here. It's only a friendly.
Here's Mbappe. Benzema. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Only 10 minutes remaining here. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner. Gattuso. Now with right. Must take the lead here. And still a chance. And a time for calm on the ball. Well, I thought that was the game right there, Derek. The keeper will be getting all the plaudits if they hold on to this. Carlos Alberto. Ashley Cole. Keane. Well, sloppy in possession. Conte. Dybala. Not a very good challenge, but he skips past his man. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing.
God,
Pushing it through. Can he put it away? And it's there for him. Sound piece of goalkeeping. They cannot be separated here, and it's on to extra time.
It won't happen. Yeah, I'm pleased for it, but it won't happen. Jack, you're reading too much into it. You're reading too much into it, Jack. It won't happen.
The drama continues. We're now into the first period of extra time tonight, mate. Well, this 30 minutes now is going to separate the weak ones from the strong ones. Let's see who wins. Bergkamp. Now with Henry. Roy Keane. Gattuso on the ball. Right. And
what a goal!
Yes, exactly what they were
What a goal!
They've delivered the goal. Well, this is definitely
it won't happen, Luke. It won't happen.
To play so slick, and then the sheer power of the strike, really impressive. It's a thunderbolt. Well, 2-1 it is here.
Who was that scored anyway?
Sterling. Conte now. Dybala. That was untidy. Plenty of running room in the wide position. He has time to play it over. Gattuso. Oh, they've lost it. Right. And they need to get tighter here. Now the attack fizzled out. Dybala. Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. There certainly should have been a penalty. And giving the ball away. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. They will now make use of the substitutes bench.
It won't happen. Guaranteed.
Well, that's it for the first period of extra time. Let's see what the second has in store.
He won't go through. He's put that. that you, Mark? Is that you, Mark? Yeah, I'm positive it won't go through. 100%. Why do you think I'm not worried about it? Why do you think I'm sat here smiling? Because I know it won't fucking happen.
And away they go again. Second period of extra time has commenced. Gelson Martins. Well, possibilities in the centre. Plays it back. Sterling. But it can't get through. One block after another. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Dennis Bergkamp. Right. And in with a real chance. Oh, it might be.
Oh,
Really should have extended the lead. Well, he knows that 2-2 would have been a big move in this game.
Well, Derek, they're not happy. Ref is taking the brunt of this.
And that's an important intervention.
Well, the crowd have reacted to this effort the players are putting in. They just need to keep their concentration.
He's in with a chance. Cuts it back. Sterling. Time is fast running out. 5 minutes left in the second period of extra time here. It needs an accurate cross. Oh, that's a
penalty.
crucial phase in the game. The referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. That's got to be Mark. That's got to be Mark around. He's ran away. God, look. Just about to take penalty, look. What a dick. Can you take out scripting out of FIFA? Can you take scripting out of FIFA? As can you take scripting out of FIFA? Yes, they have signed a document saying they'd like to be in it, but it's not even been invented. And two, it won't go through. It won't go through. Honestly, it will not happen. Who the fuck's that? That's just funny. Is that Clips? I reckon that's Clips doing that. So honestly, it won't happen. I can sit here, honestly, it won't happen. Just won't. But anyway, let's put some light and fun on the subject here. I am literally 10 away from reaching a milestone of 2,000 subscribers. I am 10 subscribers away from reaching 2,000 subscribers. How wicked is that? 10 subscribers away from 2,000. How unbelievable is that? You know, how fantastic is that? The hard work that I put in, or you guys joining up, putting the hard work, making the stream as it is, making it fun and enjoyable. Brilliant. You know, honestly, fantastic. And as soon as we reach the 2,000 milestone, we go again. And we keep pushing it, and we keep going, and we keep trying. You know, and we will try and reach another 1,000 subscribers. We will keep pushing and keep trying hardest to reach a fantastic area of our channel. That's got to be clips there now.
Well, you
Cheers,
can
Lee,
certainly
thanks.
feel the excitement tonight here at the theatre
So it's brilliant.
Old Trafford.
It's brilliant. It's good fun.
Commentary by the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. And every expectation that this will be a captivating contest.
And what a game this promises to be, Lee.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Look, take the lead. And able to get a body in the way. Well, they've lost possession of the ball.
Oh, go on then.
And the line-up for the home side. Alisson begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays with Rafael Varane at the back. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Well, they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Well, there are many who regard Bruno Fernandes as the complete footballer. Lee, what do you think we'll see from him today? He's on the ball all the time. His ability on the ball is absolutely
phenomenal. So close for a great
pass the ball, but he lends it to his teammates because he wants it back.
Very difficult to get the ball. Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno's flange. Bruno's flange.
Torres. Oh, superb skill. Clean challenge. So a throw in here.
Here's Jack. I'm going to sing. Do you know what the song's going to be called? It's going to be called "Pull Out."
Possession given away.
Pull out.
Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Henry. On to Cole. Well, nothing productive really. Socrates.
GTA Strip Club.
Big chance. It's still alive. And I think the threat has been averted. Gennaro Gattuso. Bergkamp. And the cross into the middle.
Oh.
And the danger is averted. They've got it now. What can they do?
You get the ball. Hate that.
Socrates. Torres now. Oh, the ball lost here. Cole. Losing possession here. Space on the flank. Cross towards Torres. Far post. Henry. Cole. A chance maybe from the wide position. That's a useful cross.
Oh, I really, that was right on your button.
Really, the goalkeeper's not troubled.
That was right on your button, that was on me.
Fernando Torres.
Did you hear that? Can you hear that in the background? It's the dog snoring.
Retaining possession proving difficult. They might have given Bergkamp too much space. Ronaldinho. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Couldn't keep it. Socrates. And it's with Ronaldinho. There's a slide roll pass. Chance to finish.
Ah, Petacek, let's go. Petacek.
Could be a mistake, could be a moment of magic. Surely someone will take this game back. Can he put them in front? Yes,
oh, what a goal! There we go!
1-0 then. Oh, nice
to get
past his opponent. And a very good challenge. And this looks dangerous from Bergkamp. And space to cross it. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Oh, it might be. He can't hold on to it. Well, threat about it. Well, it's still behind today, but I don't know how super goalkeeping there. They do earn the call, don't these keepers? And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Ronaldinho. Onto Bruno Fernandes. Just couldn't get it through. Well, the referee making it clear on a different day. It could have been a booking. Henry. And they need to get tighter here. And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, you're right. Enjoy watching this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
Looks like something out of FIFA 13-15. That's funny. That's quite funny.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Michael Owen. Keane. Carlos Alberto has it. Gattuso. And now Henry. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Gattuso. Henry. Really getting stuck in defensively. And breaking at pace with menace. And it looked like open road for them, up a dead end. On to Cole.
Oh, what a turn! Go on, son.
Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. A glorious chance. Can they
go on! Oh, couldn't get a rebound.
Fernando Torres.
Oh, you didn't make the fucking...
It could be up for grabs. Much more
Petacek.
He had work to do. Well, double.
Tell you what, Petacek is worth a weight in gold. He is bloody brilliant.
Petacek
Petacek is class. If you haven't got Petr Cech in your team, you need to get him. And just even if you get his 86, honestly, that's what I've got. His 86, and he's brilliant.
And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. And players waiting on the centre. Cuts it back. Can they convert?
Oh, I got him fucking shooting.
Duress there. Fernando Torres. Ronaldinho. Able to close down the shot. Oh, not hard to read that pass.
Go on, son. Go on, keep going.
I must say this looks promising. Gennaro Gattuso. Can he take the chance? And it's
oh, so close.
And what can they do to stop them running at them? With a textbook interception. And they do like to press.
That's a foul, ref.
Nicely timed. And a tiny tackle.
What a player.
Torres!
Oh, fuck. Ah, you missed it, Belen. And you're so.
What a chance for an equaliser, Derek.
At this level, you don't get many chances, and that was one of them.
It's not the end because it won't end anyway, so stop panicking. It won't happen.
So 20 minutes to go. This is looking threatening. Gattuso.
What a ball.
Here's Cole. Keane. Now with right.
Fucking hell, that was fucking delayed on that.
Right. Not a fantastic piece of defending, was it?
That's a freak penalty. Ah. Let's see, so with it.
Conte.
Torres
now. Torres. And possession given away. Well, time just challenged magnificently. Roy Keane. Right now. 10 minutes left to play in this match. Decided to come in from the flank. And a goal kick is the outcome.
How can it be a goal kick and come off your player?
Well, they've got to give just a little bit more. The fans are demanding it. They could get themselves back into this one. There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left. And the margin just one. Keane. Onto Gattuso. Henry. And here's Keane. Oh, it might be.
What football! What football! Come on! What a goal!
Well, it's all types of goals, spectacular headers, overhead kicks. This is a simple one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're 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 right.
Owen. Now Keane. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward.
That's a penalty.
He had to reach in with his hand.
Don't matter,
All
anyway.
about reading the pace of the ball and the player's feet. When do I go down? When do I strip the ball? Did a brilliant job then.
Trying to chisel a chance out of it. Excellent block. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger.
Let's go!
And that is that. The referee brings his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors' league. Well, there's no doubt about the winner in the end. Fully
There we
deserved
go.
for me.
Have it. Have it. Come on. Great defending. Absolutely superb defending. My team felt really good. And my goalkeeper played his part as well. My goalkeeper played his part. Fantastic. So there you go, right? Petr Cech is the goalkeeper you need to get. He's the best goalkeeper on the game by miles. Petr Cech is the best goalkeeper I have used. What a goalkeeper. So there you go. If you need a goalkeeper to give you the confidence of playing, get him. It's really cheap as well. It's very, very cheap. That is the player to get. So yeah, honestly guys, you know, with all this going on, I would not worry about it at all. Because it's not going to go through, it won't happen. There's too much at stake, too much for players to lose. It just won't happen. It just will not happen. I couldn't assure you it won't happen, it won't go through. Anyway, let's have a little look on the transfer market. I want to have a look at a few players. Because I know team of the season is round the corner now, right round the corner. And I just want to have a little look at some icons. So, the icon which I've got, let me just tell you now, Petr Cech. So we'll type it in. There he is. This is I've got the 88 rated Petr Cech, okay? Now, he's slightly gone up. He has slightly gone up in price. No, I've got the 86. I do apologise. I've got the 86, not the 88. I've got the 86. I do apologise. Sorry. I just remembered. I've got the 86. So I've got the 86. So he's cheap. He's really cheap, and I think he went down slightly. He was cheaper than that earlier on today, but I suppose with the team of the season coming around, he's gone back up a little bit. But either way, honestly, if you go and get the 88, the 86 or the 88, whichever you want, Petr Cech is the best goalkeeper of the game, by far. Okay. How does it? So, honestly, I wouldn't worry about it too much, about what's going on, but if you want a really good goalkeeper and you want somebody who's, you know, reliable, look at how tall he is. He's 6'5". 6'5". He's not going to give away too many goals. Hardly at all. And you've seen how that guy played against me. He was doing all sorts of tricks and everything, and the response of Petr Cech was outstanding. So seriously, get him into your two. So there you go. That is my goalkeeper, the best. Right then, guys, I'm going to head off, but I will be on tomorrow. We will do pro clubs tomorrow. I think there'll be a few more about tomorrow. I will be on a lot earlier tomorrow, but considering, I've been watching, the football, I've been asleep as well because I've been knackered today. So yeah, honestly, please do not worry yourselves over this because it will not go through. I can honestly assure you now it will not happen. Yes, there's a lot of speculation, but it's speculation. There's a lot of stuff going around, rumours and everything, but that's all it is. It won't go through. I can promise you now, it will not go through, so don't worry. Alright then guys, take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe. We are 10 subscribers away from reaching the goal of 2,000 subscribers. So if you want to be a subscriber, please do. If you want to be a member of my channel as well, memberships are available to you. So depending on what you want to go for, then like I say, have a look. If you want to, it's totally your choice. But anyway guys, take it easy. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned guys. See you in a bit. Peace.